Hi everyone, welcome to your Daily Tarot with me, Cindy. And today is going to be a really interesting read. So, being an empath, and I mean over the years I've learned to recognize my own energy, other people's energies, and then sometimes there's days where the air itself, everything around you, around us, has a certain energy about it. And I am really feeling that today, and it's intense. It's filled with a bit of anger. It's filled with, I can just describe it as a lot of heat and a lot of electricity. And it's interesting, as I was, shuffling the deck, and I always do a meditation and I always clear the space and the energy. I always burn some Palo Santo to get it clear. I always say sort of a meditative prayer to remove dark energies, lower vibrations, and only allow. I always ask for divine truth and divine love to only be accepted into my readings, and that whatever I read is in the best interest of all involved. So I've actually never said that before, what I actually do, so that is part of my process. And I'm just letting you know that so that you understand that I do not accept messages from dark energy. But I do feel an energy around today. Let's just call it very transitional. It's a very, very transitional energy. And I woke up this morning, I've learned to recognize that when I wake up sometimes, or I'm just walking around, and I think this could pertain to anybody and all of you as well. And Spirit has different ways of communicating with us. A song will pop into your head. And this can be a song that you haven't heard for years. It's like, why is that song in my head? I challenge you, when that happens, to look up the lyrics to the song and see how it resonates. I mean, there was a few months ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and the Beatles song, Let It Be, was going through my head. Just like it woke me up and the song was going through my head, Let It Be. And I thought, my God, why is this happening? And I had been trying to work something out, trying to figure something out, and for the life of me, I couldn't. I couldn't get the answer. I couldn't see how it would play out. And then I realized I was just being told by Spirit to let it be, and it will work itself out. The path will be shown when the time is right. And just releasing that, just realizing I don't have to figure this out. My God. I was able to go back to sleep. It was incredible. So this morning, I woke up to Heart. Remember Heart, that 80s band? Those two sisters with the dark curly hair and the blonde wild hair. These dreams. You know that song? I don't want to sing. I'm not a good singer. So it was These Dreams by Heart. And I haven't been able to figure out why that was going through my head. And I thought, well, I do have a lot of very vivid dreams. So anyways, this brings us to the moment. I'm getting there. There's timestamps if you want to skip, but I think this is really beneficial. So I'm shuffling the deck. I was like, I don't know, today I just thought I'm going to pick up the Shadowscape deck. Shadowscape Tarot, which is the one where I read from the little book, and it has the beautiful artwork in it, and they're smaller cards. I'm shuffling. I did my entire sort of mantra to clear the space and clear the energy and only allow divine truth and love to come in. I was ready to pull cards, and I just got the strongest message ever to put that deck down and to pick up this deck. And this deck is called Tarot of Dreams. So now I get it. The Tarot of Dreams deck, and which is probably why Heart was in my head singing These Dreams. I looked up the lyrics too. I'm not going to explain to you what it meant to me because this message is not about what this means to me. This is about how it affects you, how it resonates with you. So the whole point of me talking about this right now is just to let you know that I think there's strong messages coming through. And we may not even understand some of them right now because we've been asked to go into the Dream Tarot deck. And the artwork in this deck is very strong. This deck is very different from my other two decks. This deck is also the one that has the Tree of Life in it. It has Palace cards, has the Palace of Cups, Palace of Wands, Palace of Swords, which none of my other decks have. They just go up to the King. So that's where we are right now. There is a very different energy about these cards today, and I feel like the messages are going to come through. I am only relaying the message. I'm not really sure what's in these, but sometimes Spirit tells us stuff we don't necessarily want to hear, but they tell us what we need to hear. And I don't think I was hearing them strong enough when Heart came into my head. Literally, I was about to, and it was just put that deck down and pick up the other one. And the other one was like it happened to be right beside me. So we're really meant to use these cards today. And I was also given information to lay them out differently. Usually I'll lay out 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did. So 2 went down first, and then 3, and then 1, and then 4. And then the goddesses the goddesses, they came out just a pile of 4. So I put them down. The goddesses always want them in order. The Titans, the gods and Titans tend to follow as well. So, I'm giving you a lot of information about how this happens. Okay, so let's get started. Let's really see what's in here. I hope you stuck through with that explanation because I'm really curious to see what we're going to pull today. But so if you do have your own intuitive way, go ahead right now. Pick your deck between 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go into the description and find your timestamp and you can get your message right away. Otherwise, you can sit with me and we're going to do a very quick meditative practice to open up our intuition and allow Spirit to tell you what number they would like you to pick today. It's always your choice. They'll whisper it in your ear if you don't want to hear it, or they might show it to you in the meditative practice. But it is always up to you. And you can see I've got extra stuff on today, so I have my my crystals to kind of help with this energy because it's really strong. Okay, so, and the background music that we have right now is 852 hertz. Release unconscious bad energy. Open up to spiritual experience and deep healing. So feel it. Let's go. Okay. Take a deep breath. Release it slowly. Take another deep breath. Smell the smoke in the air around you. It's like pine. It smells like pine trees burning. I can smell cedar. In your mind, you're opening your eyes, and standing in front of you are all of your archangels. And they're in a circle, and between all of you, in the middle, is a fire. It's a beautiful fire. You can hear it crackling and popping. The wood is perfectly dry for this moment. You can smell all the different woods in that fire. Your archangels are sending you the most divine and loving energy right now. You are connected to them, holding hands in the circle. You can feel their loving energy flowing to you. But it is time. It is time to grow, and it is time for you to understand the energy that is around you right now and a little bit of its purpose. Your archangels will each sort of start to disappear slowly. but a certain number of them will be left. You're going to close your eyes. Remember, you had them open to look at them in the fire. So you're going to close your eyes again. We're going to count to 3, and when we open our eyes, how many archangels are left standing in front of you at the fire is your number. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. How many are standing there? That's your number. Whew. Okay, guys, let's get into it and let's see what's here. So we're going to do pile number 1. So for our Dreamscape Tarot, or Tarot of Dreams, sorry. This 6 of Wands, very powerful card. Actually very good energy, but let's see what else is coming with this card. Your energy oracle card today is the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Your goddess energy today is Epona, wise leadership. I like this mirroring here. We have a mirroring of numbers. 41 in the mirror is 14. These two are mirroring each other. Your God and Titan card is Typhoon, anger and rage. Wow. Just feeling something, and there he is. Whew, okay. Wow, this is very powerful. I feel like you are standing in a very powerful position of authority. If that authority is not with others, it is definitely within you right now. That authority has been gained through very strong messages to you from Spirit right now and in the past. And you're ready to start leading your life in the way that you've always wanted to. You have so much power right now that it has, look at these two. Do you feel them? Not only am I mighty, but I am strong. And there's a sense of anger and rage because of some past suppression that you felt from others, or past heartbreak or wrongdoing. I feel like you're not being asked to put that energy away. I feel like you're being asked because you've reached this very high level of clarity between you and divine guidance. I feel like you are really being asked to take that anger and that rage and almost knead it like it was dough. Imagine it as this fiery ball of dough that you can compress and expand. You can direct it, you can control it. This is what you're being asked to do right now. And I think this is the mirroring. This is really, really a big jump in your awareness of self, your progress as a spirit right now in this life. Look at how she masters this. She controls this energy that comes in, and she does with it what she pleases. But remember to work in a divine sense. Don't direct this anger or rage to anyone. Mold it and use it like you would a hot coal in a furnace. Allow it to shine. Allow it to fuel and feed you, but don't allow it to consume you. All right, that's it. I don't even know where that, I almost feel like, yeah, I'm feeling really weird about this today. These words are not coming from me. I don't speak like that, but okay. So that was one, guys. Thank you for letting me read that for you. That was a pretty powerful message. Thank you. And so now we're going to do deck number 2. So for deck number 2, your Tarot of Dreams card is Temperance. Let's see where this goes. Your Energy Oracle card is Attachment. Your Goddess energy is Compassion. And your God and Titan card is Ganesh, Obstacles. This guy is working overtime. He has been in every reading, I swear, for like a week, maybe more. He is really working overtime to remove obstacles in a lot of people's lives right now. Whew. This is a little bit similar to deck 1, but what you're being asked to do is different. With Temperance, there's a balance. There's a balance being achieved. Often in this card, it can be a balance between relationships, how you function in the relationships, work that you are doing. Right now, this card is just jumping out at me with fire and water. The fire and water balance, the heat, the passion, even the anger, the sort of rage that can fill you for a split second and then you calm it with the water. I'm really feeling that in this card today. That this is a balance in your emotions. This is understanding how you can harness the fire within you. How you can harness the fire within you and then calm it to serve you and to serve others. Almost like boiling the water, simmering the water, and allowing the evaporation for a transition, a transformation. Which brings us to here, it's this transformation. It's learning how to, it's not even looking at yourself differently. It's functioning on a different level. It's no longer pushing any anger or rage away or trying to keep it, trying to not acknowledge it really. Maybe it's not acknowledging it. It's not acknowledging it in that there's a reason we have this emotion in this experience. But often we are not harnessing it and using it effectively. We're allowing it to explode. I'm just getting the message that it is the most powerful, one of the most powerful energies that we have to work with. And most or all of us are using it in the wrong way. Take this fire and just simmer the water. Make the water come to life. Make your water. What are we made up of? Really, I just got this message. What are we made up of? Like 80 or 90% water. So this is an absolute transformation in you. Simmer it. Simmer this water. Simmer it. And allow it to evaporate. And it's almost like lifting yourself up to more of a spiritual experience. use the anger or the rage that you may experience at any given time. If you see something that you feel is unjust or has been unjust to someone else, or you feel like someone is attacking you, let it simmer. Let it simmer and let it build a more compassionate way of looking at others, a higher level of looking at others. If we look at the colors in the cards, I feel like the purple is on the balance here. And then we have the gray and the pink. Gray is very neutral and pink is very warm. There's a balance that's being achieved here in your emotional state and how you harness and work with your own energy. And any obstacles that you have felt, anything that you feel like was an obstacle. And I'm getting a feeling of emotional obstacles, emotions that have prevented you from seeing situations clearly, that this is where Ganesh is coming in and removing those. This is your transformation. That's all I'm getting. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for number 2. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is almost a day where I would go and look at all of them. 1 and 2 are quite interesting. Whew, thank you. Let's see what number 3 holds for us. What is number 3 for today? Your Tarot of Dreams card today is the 7 of Swords. Interesting. Your Energy Oracle card is the Magician and the Mirror. Wow. The visual messages I'm getting in these cards today are also similar. It's fascinating. The Goddess card today is Miracles with Mary. Your God and Titan card today is a cat, dedication. I feel like you're running away from something. You're stealing away with something. More like I feel like you're running away with something than I don't feel like you're stealing or you're knowingly stealing anything away from someone. I feel like maybe it's your heart, or it's something you've worked on. Maybe it's a project on some level, and you've put so much into it. Or a situation between you and some other people or another person, you've put so much into it and you really are feeling like, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here, and I need to take everything I've invested in this with me. Like, I can't leave this behind. If I leave it behind, I have nothing left. I've already lost a lot. I'm really feeling that from the cards. And with all this fire and heat in the background, it feels almost like wherever you've been, there's such a lack of being stagnant. It's so stagnant in this castle. It doesn't matter if it's a disaster outside and it's like an inferno. You would much rather feel that inferno than this cold, stagnant existence in this castle. And you're taking what you have left of yourself out of this castle, and you're ready to go into this inferno. But there's 2 swords left behind. 2 have been left behind. Okay. And the Magician in the Mirror. This card is about creating your own magic. I'm feeling right now, though, like this is the castle and this is the inferno. It's this balance, and you stand in between, but you need to remember you are this divine being. And you can achieve a balance. You don't need to completely evacuate the castle. Do you see how this inferno, he holds more of it in his hand. He lifts his hand as higher. Where this castle energy, this colder, cooler, maybe even slightly stagnant energy, there's less of it. It's this balance. I'm feeling like someone is telling you not to steal away into the night. It's your choice, though. You can only, and whatever choice you make is the right choice because it's your individual path. And it's your balance, how you choose to balance this. And with Mary, the miracles, she does remind us that there are miracles all around us. Just existence itself is a miracle. Just the way your body functions. Every day, everything that goes on in your body, your cells reproduce, cells die off, your respiratory system functions, your digestive system functions, your lymphatic system functions. Your heart was beating before you had a brain when you were in your mother's womb. If that is not all miraculous, and you have no conscious effort in any of it, right? If that can happen, if your body can exist in the state that it does without you putting a conscious effort into it, whatever this is, whatever's happening, Mary is just telling you that there are miracles. There are miracles, and this, whatever it is that you need to do, whatever needs to happen so that you feel better again. So you feel you have more power in the control, or I don't like to say control because we're often asked to release control. If you feel there's a deeper sense of you that is feeling like this is not serving my purpose, I need to go, and that's the best way to describe it. You need to go in the right way to keep your karmic energy pure. Feel like you've been serving a karmic debt? How you exit this karmic debt or how you balance this karmic debt is really important for you to not create more karma. Dedication in yourself right now. Dedication in yourself. And Akat, when he comes up, he's often telling us that it may be time to dedicate ourselves into something new. If you haven't been dedicating to yourself, you've been dedicating to this situation or circumstance, then I think it's time to dedicate to yourself. But you can do that. You can do that with some balance, guys. You can do that. But this is a strong message, and I would never myself tell anyone to stay in a situation. It's up to you. But take this message as you're receiving it and know that you are divinely guided. What feels good, what feels right to you. Listen to that intuition. Okay, thank you for number 3. That was very good. I'm glad that message was there to serve you today. It's number 3. Whew. And now we're going to do number 4. And your Tarot of Dreams card today is Hanging Man. Wow. I really feel like I have some really deep spiritual walkers watching this this reading today. Okay. Your energy oracle card is the first chakra, Archangel Michael. Your goddess energy card today is Mama Kila, the moon. Your God and Titan card today is Osiris, renewal. Man. Whew. The the Hanging Man. This is an incredibly symbolic card. This card is often called the Hanged Man in most tarot decks, but like I've said, this tarot deck is not like other tarot decks. The Hanging Man is not bound by anything. His feet are free. He balances in this life energy. And when I see this card, I think of Jedi. I think of Jedi Knight. And although that's a science fiction story, there's a lot of truth that is told in that story about energies around us, using those to our greater ability and the greater of others. This Hanging Man has come out of the hermit mode. He's come out of sort of removing himself from others around him, situations around him, where he was doing a deeper reflection about himself, him or herself. The Hanging Man is sort of coming back, but with this new perspective. And this new balance. But how to apply that to the three-dimensional world. This is what I feel like this Hanging Man is sitting here, trying to sort of figure it out. Like, I've come out of this meditation, I've come out of this bubble bath, whatever it is that, you know, where you need to sit. And I feel like you go into the world and it gets kind of crazy and confusing again, and then you got to go back into your space. But you're really getting ready. It's almost like you were like this Padawan, which is like the, you know, the young Jedis in training. And now you're becoming like this Jedi, like learning to really harness your own energy and use it to benefit yourself. And it's the first chakra, which is the chakra of stability. It's the base chakra. So when the base chakra is balanced, you have this foundation to build on. This new way that you're looking at life, this approach to trying to keep that sense of peacefulness and knowing how to harness and use your own energy and the energies around you. I feel like you're being asked to really look into your first chakra, your base chakra. This is going to help you. And these two cards to me are speaking of renewal. Renewal in the moon. I'm getting the message renewal in the moon. Just to sit outside and take in the moon's energy. Do you see how she is feeding him this energy that she has? His body is kind of blue and purple and cold. But she renews him, this renewal. The cycles of the moon also affect us in terms of when we feel more powerful. I've had quite a few readings lately where people have been asked by Spirit to be aware of this renewal, to be aware of this energy cycle, where some of us will feel more powerful or energetic at full moons, others will feel more powerful and energetic at new moons. It's said that when you were born, what stage was the moon in? And you can look that up. They've got like the moon stages for like, I don't know, like the last 100 years or more. You can see what stage the moon was in. And this is considered when you are at your most fertile as well. And that can be fertility in a sense of reproduction, or that can be a sense of fertility in rebirthing yourself and renewing yourself. So perhaps the strength you have in the moon is what the moon phase was when you were born. And that's what I'm getting for you guys for number 4. Beautiful cards, guys. Thank you. There's a couple of cards here that I haven't pulled for a daily ever, so it was nice. It was nice to have that come through. Thank you so much for number 4. That felt like really heavy and intense, but those were the messages that Spirit had for us today. I'm kind of ready to release that energy and finish this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And please like, share, subscribe, click the bell, comment. I love any comments, any little hearts, anything. And yeah, and let me know if there's a particular tarot deck that you guys prefer. I mean, I will try. Sometimes somebody taps me pretty hard on the shoulder and says, no, you're using that tarot deck today. But otherwise, yeah, if you like Shadowscape better, if you like the Tarot of Dreams, if you like the Spellcaster's Tarot. And that's it. So thank you guys. Be very kind and gentle with yourselves and have a wonderful day. Bye.